Welcome to English Grammar and More. In this video, you'll learn 5 phrases that will make you sound just like a native speaker in English. The first phrase is to hang in there. To hang in there means to continue despite difficulties, opposition, or discouragement. This phrase is often used to mean that somebody is making it through despite the difficulties they may be experiencing. For instance, if somebody asks you, "How are you doing?" instead of saying, "Not bad, so-so, or fine," you can say, "I'm hanging in there, thanks." The second phrase is to call it a day. To call it a day means to stop a particular activity or working for the rest of the day. And this phrase is often used at the end of the workday or before going to sleep. For instance, "Look, it's almost 5 o'clock. Let's stop working." And instead of saying "let's stop working," you can actually say "let's call it a day." The third phrase is to cut somebody some slack. To cut somebody some slack means to treat someone with flexibility or in a less harsh way. And this phrase is often used considering the circumstances the other person may be in. For instance, "Have you finished all of your assignments for the day, David?" "No, I've not been feeling well." "Be considerate of my situation, be easy on me." And instead of saying "be considerate of my situation, be easy on me," you can say simply "cut me some slack." The fourth phrase is to take something with a pinch of salt. To take something with a pinch of salt means to not completely believe something you are told of, or to accept something with a caution. This phrase is often used when you think something is exaggerated or is unlikely to be completely trustworthy. For instance, "Bob likes exaggerating. I do not completely believe in everything he says." And here, instead of saying "I do not completely believe in everything he says," you can say "I take everything he says with a pinch of salt." The last phrase is to get out of hand. To get out of hand means to get out of control. And this phrase is often used when a situation gets uncontrollable. For instance, "How was the party?" "It was good in the beginning, but towards the end, as everyone got drunk, they lost the control." And here, instead of saying "they lost the control," you can say "it got out of hand." Now it's time for you to practice. Practice 1. Fill the blank space in the dialogue with one of the choices given on the right. "Did you finish the chores?" "No, sorry. Dad asked me to help him in the garage instead." Okay, blank space, this time. Next time I won't be so forgiving. Now you have 15 seconds to choose one of the options given on the right. After 15 seconds, I'll show you the correct answer. All right, the correct answer is C, to cut somebody some slack. The full sentence would be, "I am cutting you some slack this time." Practice 2. Fill the blank space in the dialogue with one of the choices given on the right. "Have you heard from Alice lately?" "Yes, I talked to her yesterday." "Oh, nice. How's she doing?" "I guess she is." Blank space. Now you have 15 seconds to choose one of the options on the right. After 15 seconds, I'll show the correct answer for you to cross-check. All right, time is up. The correct answer was B, to hang in there. The full sentence would be, "She is hanging in there." Practice 3. Once again, you will need to fill the blank space in the dialog with one of the choices given on the right. Yesterday, Victor gave me some advice about starting a new business. Oh, interesting. I do not think Victor has ever been a successful businessman. Therefore, I would recommend you to blank space. You have 15 seconds to choose one of the options given on the right. After 15 seconds, I'll show you the correct answer. Right, time is up. The correct answer is A, to take something with a pinch of salt. So the correct sentence would be, I would recommend you to take his advice with a pinch of salt. Practice 4. Once again, fill the blank space in the dialog with one of the choices given on the right. What are you doing? I'm trying to finish this project, but I'm so tired. Look, why don't you, blank space, and have some rest today? Tomorrow, you start with a refreshed mind. I guess you're right. I'm gonna do that. So once again, you have 15 seconds to choose one of the options given on the right. After 15 seconds, I'll show you the correct answer so that you can cross-check. Time is up. The correct answer is E, to call it a day. The full sentence would be, why don't you call it a day and have some rest today? Last but not least, practice 5. Once again, you need to fill the blank space in the dialog with one of the choices given on the right. How was the situation in the farm with all that rainfall yesterday? Yeah, it was difficult. Despite all our efforts, it blank space, the water got into the barn and damaged all the harvest. You have 15 seconds to choose one of the options on the right. After 15 seconds, I'll show you the correct answer so that you can cross-check. All right, the correct answer is D, to get out of hand, and the full sentence would be, despite all our efforts, it got out of hand and the water got into the barn, damaged all the harvest.